Good evening, everyone. You are welcome to today class, and I'm so glad to be the one tutoring you guys on this. And one thing I want us to, I must have said this maybe before the class. What I want us to know that is graphic design, or you learning this skill now should not just stop here. It should be something you should add to your skill, something you should add to what you are doing, something you need to be proud of, and something you need to keep learning. So yeah, I'll be teaching us tonight the interface of this PixelLab. I think PixelLab, you can use plenty app to design, but PixelLab is the most respected app to use and design on your mobile phone. We have Canva and we have other things you can use to design, but I believe this is the very good one that if you learn, people will be like, wow, you try. So you can use PixelLab to design. So yes, welcome. Let's start. And look, at my interface is different from you guys interface, right? But I'll just tell you that it is the same thing, so don't be afraid, no fear. So yeah, this is this interface is all about your wallpaper. Yeah, this interface is all about this your, let me be pointing it so that yes, so that I will not miss it. So yes, this particular interface here, let me use my tool so that you guys will not miss it. Yes, so here we go. This interface here, this ones is what I'm talking about. So this is where we are now. This is what we are learning now, right? So this particular interface here is the first thing whenever you open your PixelLab. This is the first thing you are going to see, what I just cycle. So after that, you will when you get there, you see all these things. This one talk about anything you change here. That's, I don't use this, but before you use this, you must be a very good expert, you understand? So I want to design for Facebook cover photo. You see that that thing at the back of your profile? I want to design for Facebook profile photo. There is a size we use in design to do that. So this is this particular one here. Let me show you guys. Sorry. So this particular one here is for Facebook cover photo, and this size here is for another Facebook post. This one here is for, and this one is for Pinterest. This one is for your Pinterest too. So we just have different, let me just say, I'll call it background. Yes, size of your background. Look at, okay, let's talk about this one now. Look at, I'm talking about this size here, this size here. Yes, this size here. If you look at this one now, you see that here is longer than here, and here is very long while here is short. But if you look at the background we have here now, you see that it is equal. It's just like square. So we use all these things here. We use all this here for backgrounds. The size of your background, if you want. Okay, let me try one. I want this one to be longer. You see, I this is where what I touch. This is what I touch to be able to get it. This is what I touch. Yes, that is why you see that it went up. Everything was now longer. So let's use okay, let's go from there. We have plenty things to do, so let me finish from here. The next place we are going to is this one here, this letter A here. The first side, which is this one, what did I say it is all about? It is about the size of the design you want to do. The size of the design you want to do. That is what you use this one for, right? Your PixelLab have already customized the size, the background. You guys don't have background, but my own, I do not use the one that have background. You see that when you have open your own, this first space, this first interface, and see that yours has background, but my own doesn't have background. But your own has background and has the sizes. My own has only the size of the background. You understand? So now we are going to the second part, which is our ABC, which is our A. So let me go to A. Let's go to A. This A here, the second one here, this is where we write. If you want to write anything, this is where you write. So now let me, and also this PixelLab also give us the some things, some quotes. So when you come here, let me go back and point it to you again. You see, when you come to this place and you see quotes, here. Yeah, so when you come to quotes, right, you see plenty quotes. I come to win. Either you run the hand, you see plenty of the quotes here. So when you also tap here, when you tap here, you see where I'm touching at the top. Yes, see where I'm touching at the top. When you tap there, you will have other quotes, right? You're going to have let me show you guys. Let's tap it. You see, you have motivation quotes, we have success quotes, we have friendship quotes, we have happiness quotes, we have inspiration quotes, we have positivity. We just have all of them absorbed. We have all the score. Sorry, quotes here. So yes, and when you tap at this, you see, is it English you want to use, is it French you want to use? See that it gives to you. If I tap on French, you see that everything here will become French language. You understand? So it all depends on what you want to use. So let's move from here. We have plenty of things to do. After quotes, you see where they write text here, right? So let's go there. You tap on text, so you see it will bring this. I believe you guys PixelLab used to bring text before. My own no used to bring text. So if your own has text, maybe your PixelLab already have text like this, big like this at the center. I know that's how your guys PixelLab used to be, but my own doesn't come like that. So if it is this, if it comes like this, just tap on it. Tap on the text and look at your top here. Look at down here, you see delete, and look at up here, you see delete. It's still the same thing. Use the down, you use the up, it's still the same thing. So you are just going to delete it, right? That's if you have it before. I want you guys to start it afresh so that we'll know that we are starting. I'll not be able to talk much on all the video parts today, I think. So anyhow, we'll keep continuing. When we are designing, we'll keep continuing and we'll keep learning. So I'll come back to the test, and you see I tap on this test. On the test now, you see that I've tapped on this test. You see other tools, plenty tools. Look at plenty tools here on test alone. You understand? You see plenty all these tools here, they are useful. You see this edit, you see this delete, you see this copy to front to back, position, relative position, size. All these things are very important in designing. You understand? Even this style also, they are very important in designing. So I believe I will just briefly tell you what the functions of these tools are, so when we are using it, you understand it. So you see this edit, it is when you click on this edit, I believe you guys are seeing where I'm talking. Let me point it for you guys again. I believe you see this edit here. Yes, when you want to type something, you click on your edit. You see this style, you see styles of this text, how they appear. and you see delete, that is when you have something you want to delete. I see this copy, you have this text, you want this text to come 2 times. Let me show you so that you see. Look at, if I click on copy, right, if I now click on copy, see this text is becoming to, okay, let me delete one, then let me delete it, let me click on copy again so that you see what I'm talking about. So I now delete on copy, right? I click on copy, you see that this text and this text now appear 2 places. Are you seeing it? That is, if you have something, right, and you want them to appear in 2 places, no need for you to go to edit to write it again. You understand? All you just need to do is just to copy. So I believe you understand to this point. So edit is where you click on edit. That is where you write all what you want to write. All the design you see they are doing, that is where they write all what they want to write. You understand? On edit. I believe we'll get this point. So right now the second one we are going to do is okay, let me still click on my test. You have your test, right? You have your text. I say we have copy to back, you have to front. Don't worry, when we start designing, you guys will know what most of them are used for. We have relative position, we have position, that is, if this thing you want to shift it, you want to bring it down, you click. Okay, let me show you guys. You click on your position, right? When you click on your position, you see the moving box there, right? You see this, you see this, you see this, you see them. And also this one is when you want it to move fast. Do you want it to move fast? Do you want it to move slow? You add you see this plus and you plus it if you want it to move fast. If you want it to move slowly, you minus it. And if you want it to move to the side, you use this side. Yeah, yes, you want it to move to the right side, you use this one. You want it to move to the left side, you use this one. You want it to move up, you use this one. You want it to move down, you use this. I believe you are understanding this. All right, I'm done with this. Let me just show you how it moves. You see, I'm moving it down, I'm moving it up, I'm moving it left, I'm moving it right. So I want it to move very fast. I will increase it and I move it down. You see, it's moving very fast. So we are done with this one right now. So right now, yes, relative position. If you want this thing to be at the middle, right, at the middle, you click on this. Let me show you. You click on this, right? You want the top, the upside and the downside to be the same, you click on this. You want the left hand side and the right hand to be the same, you click on this. You understand? You want to take it to the right hand side, let it go to the right hand side, you click on this. You want it to go to the left hand side, all of it to go to the left hand side, you click on this. You want it to move to the top, you click on this. You understand? So let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So right now, are you guys here? So right now I want it to be at in the middle of my left and right. So I click on this. You see, I want it to be in the middle of up, like to be at the middle from up to down. I want it to be at the middle. I click on this. Are you guys seeing it? The down one. Then I want it to move to the right hand side. I click on this. You see it has moved. So just play around it. You understand? Just play around it. Then you get what I'm talking about with these tools. So now let's come to this size, the size of your test, how you want the size of your test to be. So particularly this new test that you see here now, this thing called new test, it is at 64 size. The size is 64. You want to increase the size, you will increase the size from here. You want to decrease the size, you decrease the size from here. I believe we can see it. All right, so in this case, when test is not your, maybe my t is not complete, right? I want my t to be complete. Maybe my t this pending, is when a particular test is not showing. Let's go into it so that I'll show you. Maybe from your left, the test is not showing completely. When you increase it like this, you see that it's increasing. It's from here, you see that it's increasing. Study the space from here. You see that it is what it is increasing, right? You see, are you seeing it? It is increasing. So let's do for the left. You see it is increasing too. You see it is increasing too. So if some part of the test is not showing, you can go to your padding, yes, your padding, and you can increase and reduce it. You understand? So your color, I have plenty colors here, right? I have plenty color, and I have plenty color radiance. If you want 2 or 3 color to be in a test, this is color radiance, right? Gradient, sorry. When you come to your color gradient, you add color. You see this particular color, you see the edge. The T here is okay. Let me show you guys something. You see that the T here is light, is the T here is color red, and this one is not, the red is not too shiny like the color T here. Is because I use 2 color for this. You see, let's click on this plus. You see what I am saying? Look at the color at the top and the color below. It is because if I want to add plenty more colors, I can still do it. I can still do plus. If I did, I click on plus and you see that this one added, right? This one added. I cannot change. I can tap on it, right? I can tap on what added, that particular thing that added. I can tap on it, then go to my color, which is you first of all tap on the color you want to change, right? So I have tapped on this, so I will now go to my color right now. Understand? I'll click on my color, then I'll say I want it to be blue. Remember, one side is dark blue, dark red, the other place is light red. So I want to do a very crazy mixture here. So I want it to be blue. Let's say it's blue. You see how it came out. So let's go back and see how the test will look like. So yeah, okay, before we go back, you see this thing at the top here. You see these things here. It is how you want your color to appear. Do you want it to appear long like this, or you want it to face here, the focus should be here, or you want the focus to be at the middle, or you want the focus to be only all this place or all this place alone? Understand? So let's try it. So I'm going to click on the first one, which is this one, followed by this one. So just watch me as I do it. So clicking on this, right? Clicking on this, you see how it changes. You click on this, you see how it changes. Click on the third one, you see how it comes back to what we have. So that means it was the third one you're actually using. Click on the one that look like the song, right? The song coming out, right? And you click on it, you see how it give you that cycle feeling. You click on the fifth one, you see how it looks, right? Aha. You click on the last one, you see what it gives to you. So all of these things are just for you to use. You see how the color, the text now has appeared, right? So when you see design, you see those design they do that it used to have plenty colors, and you are wondering how they did this. Is how they used to do this. So let's go back to what we are in. So we have our texture. This texture, now you click on your texture. I believe you guys saw what I click on. I click on this is our texture. So we'll be done with test today, and I'll give you guys assignment on what to do with your test. Test is very plenty. Tests have plenty features, and I believe that is where work is mostly. So I'll soon be done. Yes, I'm just trying to check time and see when we have. Okay, I don't want this video to be long at all. So yeah, we are moving ahead. So this test right now, we are going to all right, where are we? Texture, right? like I saw a color, a yellow color that looked like that looked shining, really shining yellow color, and I want my text to look like it. And you downloaded it as if a picture, you downloaded the picture on your phone, and you want your text to look like it. So you go to your texture, right? Go to your texture, you click on image, you see this thing, that's an image, right? So you click on it. Yeah, we'll click on it. It will take you straight to your gallery. That's why it will take you straight to your gallery. So this is my gallery, and I have okay, let me check myself. Let me check for coming. Let me check for one beautiful this thing I would love to use. Color I would love to use. I'm trying to use my favorite what I love to use. Okay, what I love to use, what I love to use. I believe I love this one already, but let me just stay straight down. Let me look for something beautiful so that you guys will see that we are not doing magic here. It's something that you too can do. Yes, let me go with this one. And go with this one. So you can just, you know, fetch the one you know that you want to use, the one you want to appear. You understand? You want here to appear. Fetch it in the sun. So I'm clicking there. I'm trying to reduce it so that to suit it. I believe we can see this. Let me zoom it very well so that you all can see what I'm talking about. If you look at it very well, you see that those things appear inside. Look at inside the text. Understand? So that's what people do. That's what they used to do when designing. You see that a design is looking beautiful, or you are seeing a house inside one write up like that. This is what they did. You understand? So yeah, we are done with this. The next thing is opacity. Our opacity is here. So right now I don't want this text to shine very well. It's too shiny, or I don't want it to appear. I want it to look as if it's fading. I'll come to my opacity. You see the opacity at 100 now. I'll now reduce. You see it's reducing. Let me bring it to this darker side so that you see I'm reducing my, you see that it's disappearing. See that it's disappearing. See that it's disappearing, right? See that it has disappeared. So if you don't want, you write something, you don't want it to appear very well, you want people to see it well, you don't want people to see it very well, you can fade it. Understand? So yeah, the next thing is rotation. I want this to rotate like this. Jesus. I want this to rotate this way and rotate this way. So this is how you go about it, the rotation. So the next tools we are to use here is our marks. These marks, they use it a lot. You understand? And you will not have to use it now, but let me just show you this marks here. Let me show you how it works. I want to cut the part of this text. I want to do something with this text right now, right? This is the usefulness of this mask here. And the most effective thing they use this for is for creating logos. You want to use it for logo, yes, you can use it. Okay, let me just say I have this marks here already, right? And I have shaped the part I want to be cut out. I want those parts to be cut out. So this is what I have. So let's play around this test now, and I'll click on it. You see that those parts have disappear, right? So let's go back to our copy. What did I say copy is all about again? Is to duplicate what you have before, right? So I'll say copy. You see that it has copied, it has come back. I will now bring this particular one here on top of this one. You want to do something now. Look at those tools I show you. I'm making use of them now. You understand? You see what I'm making? Making use of those tools I showed you guys. So right now I have placed it on it. I'll not go back. I'll now go back to my marks. Right? I'll go back to my marks. You see, this marks, it was inside, right? I'll now come out. I'll now click on this outside of it. So let's see what we have when we click on outside. You see that the under one has the text under has appeared. Okay, the text under has already appeared. And let's do something. There's a lot of tools here under this marks, but since we'll not be making use of it again, maybe when we'll be designing, I'll be showing you guys the usefulness of those ones for this video not to be long. So yes, you see that this test, I'm coming, you see that this test is back, this one here is back. Let's continue what we are doing. Yes, the test is back. Is because, what do you think? Is because the other one we did, the one we copy, it's two tests. We copy one, and we use that one to go, and we use that one to cut it out again. Before we cut it in, then we cut it out. So we want to change one of them, the color of one of them, to black. I want to change the color of one of them to black. And then remember that we are using texture. You're going to remove the texture of that particular one. So you're just going to click on your delete here, right? So remove the texture. You see that place has turned black. The place we cut out is already black now. I believe you guys can see this. So now I want to show you something. When you do design like this, right, you will not leave it, because this is two different things. Let me show you from here. Look at, there are two different things now. You see text here and you see text here. Look at where I click. This is where the place I click. If you click on these layers, you see all the things you brought into your design. It will be plenty here. It's because we brought only two things into this design. That's why you see two things. You see that this is two tests here, and you don't want this test to be shaped like, because if you come here now, if you come to this place now and you move this, you see that only this one have moved, this one is alone. So you don't want it to be scattered like that. Let me show you what to do. You go back to your layers. Let me place it where first. Let this be placed where first. Then I'll show you what to do. So right now you go back to your layers, you click on this mark here. Okay, you click on it. When you click on it, they'll show you other option, which are this one here. You see that delete. If you select anything here, is either you are deleting it, or you are trying to edit it, or you join them together, which is merge. You understand? So let's just merge them together. We'll join them together, which is this one here. You see the arrow showing you that you should merge them. If you want to edit it, this is where you edit. If you want to delete here. So let's move on. So I'll click on the buttons here, the button they gave us here. Click on the both button first. Click on the both button, then you come to your mesh and they'll ask you, are you sure you want to merge the selected object? You say okay. That means we have joined it together. I believe you can see it now that is joined together. So let's go back to our design to see if it's meshed together. I believe we all can see this now, right? You can see that it is meshed. So I'm just only showing you guys this, so I'll just go back to what I'm showing you all. I'll just go back to what I'm showing you. So yeah, so I'm trying to go back to where with no merge and with no cut. So I'm clicking on this. If you click on this, it will go back to what you have done before. So I think I'm close to the place. Yeah, so we have this now. We are done with max. So we are now in the next one, which is font. This font is very important. This is one thing that make your design beautiful or ugly, how to use them. So you come to your font here, right? You see that you see different kind of font. And what is even this font? Font is the appearance of your text, right? That is just a simple definition of font. It's the appearance of your text, how your text feels. If you want your text, you see I have plenty fonts here. Maybe your PixelLab is new, you might not have plenty fonts, but that's fine. I'll show you how to download fonts, to unzip your fonts, and also how to add them to your PixelLab. So you should not worry about that. So these are my downloaded fonts. These are my downloaded fonts. So right now, your font is very important. As I was saying, you might want people to hear your voice very loud. You understand? You want people to see this particular text. You want them to see it first. Let them focus on it. You are going to use a very bold font. You understand? Font is just like your voice. When you want to talk to somebody, you are using a slow, a calm voice. There are fonts for that. And you are using a very harsh voice. There are fonts for that. You are using a playful voice to insult somebody. There are fonts just like that. When you there is a kind of insult that people receive and they will never receive. When you use playful, just be looking at here as I'm changing the font, just looking at the top, right? When you use a playful font, right? Okay, yes, when you use a playful font, you see that they look different, and they look like this person is what this person is saying is serious, but um is in a friendly way. Understand? When they are using a very, I'm trying to get my big font here, a very big font, that means they are trying to shout at you, look at us here, look at us here, and we are trying to tell you this. So fonts are voices. Fonts are just like voices of how we communicate to people. So when you are designing, you need to be very careful the type of font you use. Like you are designing church flyer design, it's not all font you use, it's not all type of font you use. You understand? So font is very important. I'm just showing you guys, okay, this is where you get your fonts. When we start designing, we start talking more talking more about font and all of that. So now we come to the next one, which is our bold, sorry, our style. This style we have plenty, we have other features also inside, which are these. Yes, and I'll just show you quickly what this feature entails. So let's go begin. So our this B here, you see, if you want to make this text bold, very bold, right? Let me click on it so that you see that the text is bold now, right? So that is it. You want the text to, let me speak it in the way you can understand, to slide, let me say slide or bend. You click on this I italic, you click on this I, then you want this text to have on you want to underline this text, you click on underline, right? This U, which is your underline, and or you want to cancel the underline where, like, maybe you made a mistake and you don't want it to be underlined, maybe your design you don't want to underline it again, you just click on this T, that is cancel the underline. I believe we can see. So we have cancel everything here. So go to the next, go to our curve. Curve. So let's come here, let me show you this here, curve. So let's click on our curve. You want your design to be bent this way, this is the use, or this way. So this is the use, no long talk about this one. So the next one is our background. I want this design to have another color at the back, this text to have another color at the back. You click on this, I believe we can see, right? You want to change the color, you change the color from all this color down here. I believe you understand. So you want your um your text, the background to has to be long. You want it to be long, you shift it. These are what these things are used for. The top, you want it to be longer. So I believe these are what it is meant for, right? These are what it's meant for. So yeah, the next thing is let's go to the next tools. Let's see, check the next tools. Okay, this align is when you want to this align is when you have plenty text and you want them to be aligned together. This is what we use to do that. I believe when we'll be designing, I'll be showing you guys the use of all this. So you want your spacing. Let's talk about this spacing and line spacing. Line spacing, we'll talk about it when we have other things to do, but when I explain spacing, you understand better. So right now I want this N E W not to be close to each other, so I will space it out. So you see how it's spacing out. You see how it's joining together. You see how it's spacing out. So I believe that is how line spacing is also. And even I have other word below this. When I click on line spacing, you see that there will be space. The line will be spaced too. So let's talk about the stroke. I want to remove this background. I don't like it. Let's remove the background so that we can continue the rest. My time is almost done. The time has gone already. So yeah, this 14 minutes already. Wow. So quickly, I'll be fast now. We'll talk about stroke. I'll not be talking much again. Talk about the stroke. If you want to enable stroke, you see that if you can look at the our polo, you see that it is white right up with yellow stroke. You understand? So this is where we get our stroke from. So right now we have our black, sorry, yes, black stroke and yellow right up. I believe we can get this. So if you want to increase your stroke, you can increase it as this, decrease it, increase it. So that's what your stroke is all about. And there's if you have this shadow, you want it to have a shadow at the back, you see, can you, I believe you can see the differences, the shadow, the black background. It's not like a background, it's just like shadow as you are standing outside when there's sun, and you have this your shadow. It's just the same thing. So if you want your design to have shadow, they still, you can still do it. You want your shadow to bend to the to be scatter, you can still do it. You want it to bend to the other side, I believe you see how it's bending to the other side. You want it to bend to this side. It is all in your own power to do. You want to bend it below, maybe below like this, or you want to bend it upward, you can still play around your shadows. So you have, we also have, we also have inner shadow. So yeah, I believe you can see, let me delete the outer shadow so that we'll be able to see the inner shadow very well. So the inner shadow, you see, you will have, mommy, good evening ma, thank you ma. The inner shadow, you are going to have your shadow, it's just the same thing, but inside the this thing, inside the text. I believe you can understand what I'm talking. You see how beautiful it look when we added our inner shadow. It make it look as if the text is round. I believe you are seeing. It make it look as if the text is in a rounded form. I believe you can see this. So yeah, that's it. Then the next part, let's be done. This one is mostly used in big text, not necessary for you guys, but let me just show it. You see, I added it, and you see how the lights from the top, and just as if this oh look at the lights from the top here. Just study this part, just study the part as I remove it. You see, the white thing there is not there again. Added it. You see that the feeling of this text is now different. The feeling of this text is now totally different. So let's go to the next, which is our perspective. Our perspective. So this is it. We are going to do this. We are going to click on it to see how it's used. This, they use it for, you see, when there is one text and one side is bigger and the other side is running as if um let me try to do it for you so that the other side is looking very very far. Is this particular tools they use. I believe you can see what I'm doing with this one, right? So let me enhance it by owning it here. After doing this, you see what I did, they were here, but I pushed them backward. So that's, you look at how slided it is looking. That's how, come on, keep quiet. That's how the design the text is going to look. So let's try it. You see how the text has gone, right? So this is how you want to play with your text. You want your text to, there are some kind of church flyer we use this for. Understand? Maybe you want it to look like this. We are still there. Want it to look like this. There are many ways you can play around this. Want it to look this way, as if it's standing. It is all left to you how you play around your this thing want to destroy me. Yes, it's just depend on how you play around it, and you're going to come out beautifully well. So the next thing is our rotation, just like rotation. So you rotate it this way, upside down. It's just the same thing. So what I want you guys to do for me is to I don't know if my voice is done already. What I want you guys to do for me is to play with your tools, right? Play with your tools and make sure you know how the tools are, how they work and all of that. It will help you much than waiting to learn. I believe you see what happened to the back of this nail. It is the help of this this one here. Let me show you 3D test. So that's what happened to this. When you add it to a test, you see that it appears like this. I believe we can get it. So let's get to another step. We are almost done. Don't worry, we are left with just two tools to use, right? I left with just two tools to use. So tools to use. I'm returning back my test so that it appears very well. So 3D shadow. This is 3D shadow. Let me show you how it appears. That is the shadow that show below your test. Hope you can see the shadow that show. You want to expand it as if your test is standing. That's how it is going to look. It will look like your test is standing. I believe we can all say it, right? So that's the usefulness of this one here. I can expand this here by clicking on this, right? I believe we can say it. So that's the usefulness of this. Then if you want your test, what you have there to show below, just like another shadow, you can also use this reflection shadow. And this is the last thing we are going to do. I believe we are seeing that our reflection shadow is showing, the text we have is showing below. So right now I want us to replicate this particular work we just did. This one is to shift it, whether you want it to go up or you want it to go down. So it is all for you. I believe you saw what I did. So right now, this is the end of today's work. We only talk on this. And I believe you'll be able to help me to replicate this, right? Just replicate this, and I will be saving it now. This is how to save your test. You click on this card here. Click on this card. Then after I click on it, you will after I click on your card, I'll click on it so that you see. Click on it. You see the road save image. The road save image here. So you click on your save image. Click on your save image. You click on your click here, and click here, as I'll be showing you. Then you just just click the boot. Then you click here. So let me show you what you are going to do. You click here. Okay, click there. You save as your PNG. Then click here to the custom. You save as your ultra. Then save to your gallery. Yes, we are done. After you save to your gallery, you go to your gallery, you extract it and you submit it. Thank you guys.